So what I did, from the Kaplan series of this preparation book, SAT Subject Test Mathematics Level 2, I simply pick up the real practice test, and this is 50 tasks, and I solve and explain each task. And the most valuable stuff, not only that here it's actually all material what you need to know for the SAT subject test mathematics, but also that each task actually explain in detail during the 2 maximum 3 minutes. So like the hour what you will be given, on the real practice test, and you will have this hour. During the same hour you will get all information and like explanation how to solve it, and this is 50 tasks. Next 50 tasks taken from this book what you see, and simply explain task by task. It's regular mathematics level 2 subject test. So the most interesting on this session is that each task will take several minutes, and like during an hour you will get all subject test. Task number 41, it's also the calculator work mostly. You given the geometric series, all positive, and you have first term and the third term. And third term is 8, so you can find that this is 2 in the cube. And the question is how many digits in the fourth term. As I already told, the first member of geometric series is 2, and third it's 2 on the cube, and fourth it's absolutely, like from that you can find, like you can understand that this is 2 on the fourth, and you take your calculator and find out that this is this value, and you can rewrite this value like 10 over 12 because E12, and you have 1 and something. So we have 12 digits here and plus this 1, so we have 13 digits. The answer is D. Task number 42. We have figure. This is the figure, and we have data. The data is you have point, it's three-dimensional, and you have point O, this is 0, and B, this is x equal 2, y 3, and z 0, and you have point A, 0, 0, 3, I mean you have only the value for z, and you need to find out this angle. So I redraw it and rewrite, and actually to solve this task you can find the tangents of this angle, I call it x, and to find this tangents you already have the value of OA, and this is 3 because it's located on the x, on the z point, and you need only to find out OB. And for point B you have data on x and y, and this is 2 and 3, and for z is 0. It means you can find the, like on the Pythagorean theorem, you can find that OB equal square root from 13, and tangents of this angle will be equal 3, divided on square root of 13. You find on calculator and you find that arctangents of this angle is 40 degrees. This is answer E. So the key answer for this task was to find OB, that is, find it according to the Pythagorean theorem. Task number 43. You have equation in the logarithm form and you need to find the value of x, and you have answers. So to work with task you need to know the formulas of transformation of logarithm. So as I already told, to solve this task you need simply to know the formula of transformation of logarithm. So this equation is like what we given, and you can find out that the logarithm of 4 equal the logarithm 2 and divide on logarithm 2 on 4. It exists formula like that, and then you find that all others looks very easy because you simply rewrite it in its different form and you see the equation and you solve this equation. Here it's to answer 13 and 20, and you only need to find out that why you have on the answer only 20, and this is answer D. Why not 13? But I can explain you it's very easy, because if you put the value of x in the first equation, you will see that you have logarithm from on the negative value that doesn't exist. Task number 44. The sphere and given radius. Inscribe in the cube the way that it's all 6 faces of the cube like tangent to the sphere, and the question is to find the volume contained outside the sphere and inside the cube, between the sphere and the cube. The task looks complicated, but like solution is very simple. We have radius and have data, and you see the picture. So the sphere, each surface is tangent to the sphere. It means we can tell that diameter of the sphere equal the side of the cube AB, and that's actually, if you find that, nothing more difficult to do the rest of the job. So you find the value of sphere, that is equal what you see on the formula for third PR in cube, and you find it's 36p, and the volume of the cube actually is side of the cube in the cube, and this also equals some value. After all, you taking the volume of the cube and minus volume of the sphere, you have the answer. It's answer B. Task number 45. You have function fx that equals sinus of rectangle x, and you have next function that g from also Titan x that equal tangents arc sinus x, and x it's angle that in diapason of from p number 2 and bigger than 0. So you need to find f function on function. So function f on function g in case that the x of function g equal p divided on 10, 10th part of p. We need to find the value of function f in case it depends on function g, and for function g you have the value of the x, and x between half of p and more than or equal 0. So it exists two decisions. First, you simply set your calculator in radian mode and find out the value of g from the x, in case x is p on 10, divided on 10, and this is, you find out first what equal arcsinus p divided on 10, and afterwards taking tangents of this angle, and you see this value. Afterwards this value you put on the place of x in function f, taking sinus from arctangents of this value, and you have the final answer. You check the answers what was below and you take it, and you can see and understand that this value is actually the value of p divided on 10. This is first solution of the task, but exists also second solution of the task, and this is like a thinking solution, brain solution I can call, because you don't need to work too much. You find out that arctangents or arcsinus, this is angle, and arctangles x, this is angle of BAC, and all time we taking value from the same angle. So you can do it from the start. You can take sinus from this angle p divided on 10, and you get the same value.